The following program may contain strong language and mature content. Viewer discretion is advised.
Hey, everybody. Hello. Listen, it is time for another episode, our second episode. Our first episode, I was at the hotel and the internet was choppy. So I said, what can I do? But we're here for another episode right now, and we're going to make up for that choppy episode because we're here at home with some good internet, okay? Invanet. So, yeah, thank y'all for tuning in. It is Wednesday. It's hump day. We're almost to the weekend. So glad to see the Thai squad showing up, pulling in. It takes a while for Thai squad to get used to times and stuff. So, they just not getting used to 7 o'clock on Thursdays. So it'll probably take about another, I would say about another month or two before they get all the times together. Y'all know the Thai squad. But I wouldn't trade them for nothing in the world. We've been on the air for like 3 years on Thursday nights, and they just not getting that down to pat. Okay, so shout out to Kwame and Pyro Media for hosting us this evening. Whatever you need, go to Pyro for your digital, video, audio, whatever. Promos, commercials, Kwame will get you situated. All right. I'm just sharing this one more place, y'all, and we're gonna get started. Tonight's theme is Girls Interrupted. Girls Interrupted. Where are we going with this, Thais? We're gonna be going someplace with it. Stay with me just a few more moments. Girls Interrupted here on Musicology. Hey, Shelby. Hey. Well, yes, I'm doing a lot better. I'm better than I was. I'm not at 100%, but listen, I'm not the way I was Monday night. That's for sure. So come on in the room, get seated, get situated. And the week, I guess it's hump day, and the week just started. So come on in the room. Okay, we're gonna get started in just a moment, y'all. Let me Okay, I look blurry on my monitor. So do I look clear to everybody? I'm online and I look kind of blurry to myself, y'all. Y'all let mother know how I look. Am I looking okay? This monitor looks blurry. This monitor looks crystal clear. Okay. All right. Today's topic is Girls Interrupted. And it's time, Kwame. Let's get started. What do we have first? And music news. Hey, everybody. Thank y'all for tuning in music news. Okay, so in music news, y'all, Alicia Keys. Don't be shady. Don't do that to her, Thais. Alicia Keys, your favorite vocalist, y'all, Alicia Keys, has a new Christmas album coming out. So can we just, everybody in the chat, how many of y'all are looking forward to Alicia Keys' new Christmas album, Santa Baby? Now, you know what, Kwame, she's doing this independently. She probably can find a record label. She's doing this independently, y'all. Y'all favorite vocalist of all times, Alicia Keys, is doing a Christmas album just in time for the holidays. and she's doing it by with her own money and stuff. Girl, just please, mama, just go sit down. Absolutely not. Keith, you don't like Alicia Keys? How many new versions of that same song? Santa baby, baby Santa, baby. Okay. I don't mess with regular albums. Nobody asks. Nobody asks. When you think of like a Christmas album, you think of somebody soulful, Kelly Price, Ledisi, Patti LaBelle, Gladys Knight. I'd rather buy a sandwich. You think of, Layla Hathaway. Somebody that can really help you bring in the Christmas spirit. Stacey Watson, when I tell y'all nobody asks for this, nobody. Absolutely nobody. But at the end of the day, she does have fans. Of course, she got diehard fans, and I'm sure all 100,000 of them will pick up the album and, support her and her endeavors. Amen. Y'all, this is about music and this is musicology. So I think I really, really, really should be nice when it comes to people that we don't really use like that, y'all. I think we really need to start really being because this is about music. It's not about shade. This is not the shade room. Oh my God, Top Squad, who would you want to hear a Christmas album from? Let's do that. Who hasn't put out a Christmas album and your absolute favorite person would be to do a really Christmas album is who? Karen Clark Sheard, Jackie. Who would you like a Christmas album from? She will be sounding like a dead cat. Oh my God, y'all. She favors Sade here though. And she giving you a little Soldier of Love. The gift equivalent to fruitcake. Okay, Top Squad. Who do you want to do a Christmas album right now? Like somebody that you haven't heard do a Christmas album and you want them to sing their face off. Oh my God, Joanne. Oh my God, yes. Jasmine Sullivan, Rasam Patterson. Oh my God, Brittany Lee, Andrea Johnson. Oh my goodness. Rashawn featuring Jasmine. Oh my God. Anita has like 4 albums. She has 4 Christmas albums. So go pick that up, Bill Jr. Let Jackie do one. I would love to hear a Christmas album from who? Who is like one of my favorites right now? Avery Sunshine or Tweet. I would love an album from Tweet. Thank you, Tommy Brown. Layla Hathaway. Yeah, I would love something smoky. I think India.Arie has a holiday album. Jackie says she got to fix her ham and her roast. India.Arie, yeah, she already got a Christmas album. But we'll see what happens, y'all. We will see what happens. That's what's trending right there. But let's keep going. What else do we got, Kwame? Again, thank you for tuning into Musicology. Okay, so we got some more award shows set now, Top Squad. Beyonce and Mary J. Blige both tied with the most Soul Train Award nominations. The last time we had the AMA nominations. Now we got the Soul Train nomination. They're not coming. Shit. How many times we gonna go through this? They're not coming. This is not supposed to be messy, Thais. This is not messy hour. Well, we're gonna turn it into a messy hour real quick. Dr. Hope, we're gonna turn this into a messy hour for about 20 minutes, okay? Beyonce ain't coming to no damn Soul Train Awards and Mary J. Blige ain't coming. They both got 7 nominations apiece. Can we do a bet? How many people think that they're coming to the Soul Train Awards? You know what, Dr. Holt? I could do without it myself. At some point, like it loses all of its credibility. Just give a couple of girls a couple of awards at the end of the year. Album sales and stuff. Here, girl, take this and just go on. Beyonce will sing. He said he ain't watching that shit. Beyonce will send Tina, I ain't watching. So we will tune in next month. It usually comes on around Thanksgiving. Soul Train, are they on BET again? They'll probably be on BET, y'all. So we'll see what happens with Soul Train and these multiple nominations for Good Morning Gorgeous and also Renaissance. Okay, let's move on. What do we got next, Kwame? Speaking of Renaissance, how would you categorize Renaissance? The Grammys say they're having a problem. Well, they had a problem. They wanted to put Renaissance in the dance categories. So, how would you? Is that dance? Is it pop? Nobody wants to win the dance categories. You want them pop Grammys. So, to those that are here and that are familiar with the album, how would you categorize Renaissance? I would categorize it, really, to be honest with you, alternative R&B, but nobody wants that Grammy either. They do have a category called alternative R&B, but that's not a really prestigious Grammy. Everybody wants those pop Grammys. Beyonce, baby, listen, they were confused for a minute, should they put you in the dance category or what should they do? I'm going to go ahead and say, to be honest with you, it is a little dance, it's a little disco-y, it's definitely a dance album. But she don't want to win no damn best dance Grammy. She wants to win best vocal pop performance female. Do they need to come up with new categories? I think so. I think that would be because that alternative R&B is kind of confusing. I think they really, 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 really need to come up with some new categories and get really clever with it. Because music is expanded since these last, categories were, brought into inception. So things have changed a lot in the last 20 years for music. But Beyonce, I would categorize this as a poppy dance, R&B, disco, throwback. Girl, Beyonce, girl, it's a lot, mom. It's a lot. Isn't alternative R&B just pop? No, I think the elements have to be different. The interpolations and the beats per minute, and child, when you see the breakdown, Joanne, you're like, girl, it's too complicated, baby. It's too complicated. Hey, Patricia. Hey, everybody. But the album is really, really nice. And I'm not like the hugest Beyonce fan, but the album is across the board. Critics say it's a phenomenal album. Some say her best work. Lemonade fans are not gonna like that, but some say Renaissance is her best work. Now the diehard R&B fans, they're not really into this R&B thing, y'all. I mean, this dance thing, because it has leanings into the gay community. So, y'all know, it's always gonna be a little phobia in there. Y'all have a friend in the music industry, that stuff is confusing. You gotta have 20% of this and then 30% more of this, 50% more of this in order for it to be, I like many songs on the album. I like plastic seat covers or whatever it's called. I like Cuff It and stuff. I like many songs on the album too, Joanne. Okay, Kwame, what do we got next? Speaking of Patty, we're going to put all this Patty stuff to shade, all of this shade, we're going to put it to rest. Because I ain't got nothing against my girl Patty. I know Dr. Holt and them think I be shady, but I ain't shady when it comes to Patty. So we created a whole segment, speaking of Patty. So run that footage, Kwame, if it's ready.
R&B is rock and roll. It's all the same. And that's what I always said to people. Don't categorize me. Don't put me in a little slot, because I am not a person to be slotted. You cannot say that she is just an. I'm not a just anything. I am not just an R&B singer. I'm a gospel singer. I'm an opera singer. I'm a rock and roll singer. I'm a pop singer. I'm a jazz singer. And I'm all kind of singers. I'm everything.
All right, Patty. Well, thank you for letting us know. I agree. Patty, with LaBelle, she was rock and soul. On her own, she was R&B soul. She has a wonderful gospel album that a lot of people may not even know about. Patty can really sing anything, but you have to tell the people the way she's telling. You have to talk to the industry like that, because they will put you in a box. And so many of our R&B divas, for instance, like Mickey Howard, had a problem of they want to pigeonhole you into a category. And if you don't fight and do what Patty say, listen, I'm not none of that, girl. I'm everything. You're not going to just label me a R&B singer, because it limits you as far as exposure goes. So Patty told her Tiffany RX, I'm everyone, but honey, it's all in me. So y'all not just throw these titles and shit. One title only on me, honey. I'm multi-hyphenate. She's a singer. Thank you. And that's what a lot of people, a lot of singers will tell you. Like, at the end of the day, I'm an artist and I sing quite a few things. Take your notes, make it plain. Make it plain, Patty. Shit. Okay, I think it's time for our segment, y'all. Girls Interrupted. And whoo, my God, this is a doozy. It is a doozy. Let's rock and roll, Kwame. Our first set of girls is Jade. I want to talk about girl groups that fell off after their second album, their sophomore album. Do you remember Jade? This album had about 3 hits on it. It was phenomenal. Don't Walk Away, Looking for Do Right, Mr. Do Right, Blessed. This album was phenomenal. And everything was just on the up and up, you guys. We had 3 ladies that could harmonize, very reminiscent of the Emotions and the Jones Girls. And that's what, I'll be honest with you. I just thought everything, I thought they were going to be like an In Vogue. There were some girl groups that came along and it didn't land. But, like some girl groups like the Good Girls and stuff like that, y'all know. Sweet Sable and all that. After the second album, things fell apart. This was a phenomenal start. I'm not even sure if they got a Grammy nomination. Joanne, Don't Walk Away still bops right now. Looking for Mr. Do Right was very much a Quiet Storm, late in the evening favorite. It was on all the video souls and Midnight Loves and stuff. And we all just thought, hey, they're about to, tear it up. And I believe that they were on Giant. They were on, it's something about these record labels. I can't wait for us to do our record label show, y'all. Some of these record labels are just janky, y'all. And when you are a Black artist, a Black group, Black female, Black male, whatever, you're never going to be priority unless you're like a Michael Jackson or a Whitney Houston and you're bringing in a lot of money. If you're not, child, you're very disposable. Some girl groups were just, but they were the truth, nephew. So the second album, give me that second album, Kwame. Do you have the second album? Okay, so the second album, it had a little song on there. I think it was called 1, 2, 3, 4, 3, 4, 2, whatever. And then In the Bedroom. I know y'all said Thais. I didn't even know they had a second album. They did an unplugged album. It was really good. It was live. I know some of y'all said Thais. I didn't even know they had a second album. Yeah, this is the second album. Girl, listen, after this second album, you know what happens, y'all. It's label trouble, infighting with the girls, fighting over trade or fighting over hair curlers or something. Man, I knew y'all was going to be the next In Vogue, ladies. I hate that y'all let that shit, all of this stuff just tear y'all apart. If I hit the lottery, I want to have my own label and distribution. Okay, Joanne, please call me and I'll come up there and help you out. Shit. But how many of y'all remember this album, the second album? Be honest. Don't lie. Do you remember this second album, the sophomore album? Because they never got to a third album, y'all. Didn't. Who remembers the second album, this second album? I didn't know they had a first album. That's why I love it here. Nephew, you don't remember the first album? I don't remember this one. And that's exactly what happens. The record label didn't promote it. Nobody know. The record label didn't promote this stuff. I don't remember this one. And neither do they. So at the end of the day, y'all, it's just one of those situations where we have to do better, with our record labels and making sure people that are in A&R and people that are, CEOs of these record companies care about artists, not about the bottom line. So if you got a record label, you try to start, honey, make sure you love music and not just looking for a bottom line. Where are they now? Child, listen. Mm. Uh, y'all support. Yeah, please support the album. Please support the album. Please support the platform. We do have a virtual tip jar tonight where you can just put your tips in the jar. It's virtual. You can't see it. Just put it in there. Put the donation in there. Okay. But no, the ladies have one on, and I do not, on a scale of 1 to 10, I do not see a reunion happening. You may see a spot date here, but a major reunion, I don't see that. The ladies have, they've moved on. I'm going into Crates and Finding tonight. Okay, nephew. What's our next? Who are our next ladies? Kwame, who are our next ladies? Oh man. I don't wanna rain on his parade. All right, Taj, you did that with a little perfect, diction, Taj. You got nice little tone ease. Okay, give me the first album. That was the first album. I don't wanna rain on his parade. Okay. I love Brownstone. These ladies could sing their faces off, led by Nikki Gilbert and Michael Jackson discovered them and signed them to his new label, MJJ Music, everybody. Thank you, Tiffany, for the Cash App. So Michael Jackson signed them and they were good. They were good to go. The album went gold, platinum, and got a Grammy nomination and everything, honey. So, Kay McCoy, you love them. Jay Alexander, it's the only time after this, I don't know, y'all. I don't know what happened. But this album was so successful and they jumped on the scene so heavy, Ty Squad, that it was, oh my God, it was a lot. Okay. That's just like Missy Elliott produced and discovered many artists in the late 90s. Early 2000, many female artists is like, where are they now? Yeah, I agree, Crystal. Tonight's topic is Girls Interrupted. Man, we wish they could have went a little further. But this album on the MJJ Music label, and by the way, MJJ Music label, it didn't last long. It didn't stay around too long. But Michael Jackson saw something in these ladies. Now, we do have a really sad update, you guys, on these ladies. Go to the second album. But we do have a sad update. The lady right there in front with the braids, everybody, this is the second album. She died tragically a few years ago. According to her husband, she was walking and fell on a wine glass and cut her carotid artery and bled to death. A lot of people have been asking me to put that on, revisit it. So they have a new girl now, but it's still the two original girls, Nikki and the other lady, but the one right there with the braids, Maxine, I believe her name was, she passed away. He said she fell on a wine glass and cut her throat. Y'all listen, this ain't revisited. We're gonna move on. But this album, Still Climbing, one of my favorites. It did very well too. This album did very well too, but it didn't have the success as the first album. And I was going to say that I didn't know Michael Jackson had a record company. A lot of people didn't. I think Michael was just dibbling and dabbling and trying to see what he wanted to do outside of music, Yeah, we need to investigate Dr. Hope. That's some scary shit. Like the first lady that got shot in her sleep. Baby, listen. So this had Hurry, Hurry, Creep, Creep. 5 miles to empty. Okay, Chase, don't mess up the ladies' lyrics. Don't mess up these girls' lyrics. Hurry, hurry, creep, creep. That and I heard it through the grapevine. Well, wait, grapevine was okay. Wait a minute, Chase. You should have brought your notes. Your notes is okay. Okay, whatever it was all on there, y'all. My notepad is on my bed. I try to do this stuff from memory because I do know it all from just memory. But sometimes mother may need her notes because these albums can get confusing sometimes because the songs sometimes are reminiscent of each other. Hurry, quick. Okay. Hurry, quick. I'm through, y'all. Okay. Uh, this album was really good. And then, record label issues. Listen, y'all, can I be honest? Michael Jackson had some problems. We ain't going to go into what problems Michael Jackson had. Girl. Michael Jackson had some issues and stuff, and girls was leaving the group, and a girl, look. I ain't want to gossip, so you ain't heard it from me. No, you haven't. This was an era of great music. So Def, brother, if I could just go back in a time capsule, I would do it right now. Hey, Sheila DeBose. Hey, everybody. Thank y'all for tuning in. This was a phenomenal era, and these ladies came just like Jade and came to not play with nobody. They did not come to play. So we shout out another group of girls interrupted. Y'all see how I did that? There's a movie called Girl Interrupted, and I just put the S on it. Girls Interrupted. Y'all see, am I brilliant? Okay, listen. I still listen to them. Yeah, Harold, and we'll do it again. Okay, Kwame, who's our next group of ladies? What do we have next? Okay, now listen. Some of y'all may say, Thais, these girls are not no knockdown, drag down singers like Jade and Brownstone. But let me tell y'all what they did have. Give me that first album, Kwame. I don't care what nobody say. I'm going to tell y'all something. No, they were not the powerhouses of Brownstone or Jade. But that damn R. Kelly, the Pied Piper of Piss, the King of Urine, baby, he wrote the hell out of them damn songs, and he produced the hell out of these albums. So these two ladies, fooling around. Do y'all remember Fooling Around? And do you mind if I stroke you up? Now, see, now we know that was some sick shit. Now we know this man was talking about a hand job, and some people say, well, he's talking about, can I stroke you with sex? But he may have been talking about a hand job. Oh, because the ladies are saying, can I stroke you up? And he says, I don't mind. Can I stroke you down? That sounds like a hand job to me, y'all. Am I lying, y'all? As mother, sounds like a hand job. But we're not here to talk about that. That's tomorrow night. These ladies had they had great vocals. They were not, like I said, bombastic singers, but R. Kelly made sure that he made up for that with that pen and those arrangements. So you can put this first album on, you guys, and man, let it play and clean up your whole house. This first CD right here, he covering all the bases. He ain't coming. They were a vibe. That's a good analogy. So Def, they were a vibe. They were very Saturday. Maybe go to the mall and bump it in your car. They had cassettes, and or bump it cleaning your house. They were a vibe. Perfect analogy. But the second album, give me that second album, Kwame. Did y'all already have a second album? They even had a third album, but that went double nickel. How many people knew they had a second album? Because they had a song on there, Get O-U-T, Get Out, Get O-U-T. Y'all remember that? See, that's what I'm saying. These record labels, they don't give a fuck. I mean, they don't give a damn. That album should have went a little further, but it just, listen, y'all. R. Kelly put his heart into it, but it was too many girls groups out at the time. It was too much going on. I was up there. It was a big old mess. I knew about the second album, not the third. Okay, there was a third album. But we're not worried about that third album because it went double Tupperware. Mother going to the mall in a Honda Civic, like, baby, listen, and smelling like Irish Spring soap and Dracor. Didn't know about it that I can think of. So I'll post the third album on my social media tonight, y'all, so y'all can see the third album. But this was a hot album. It was hot. It just generated one song, Get O-U-T. Yeah, they had a third album. I kid you not. That shit with double trash can, triple aluminum foil. So Changing Faces, the reason I'm giving them some dap, y'all, I'm not giving them a dap because they were, Aretha Franklin or Patti LaBelle or nothing. I'm giving them some dap because they came on the scene with really two solid, great albums, y'all. Two solid albums. But this album right here, this is the album you put on, trade or your piece coming over, and you bump this, you know what I'm saying, and your trade come over, and that's just the end of it, You put this on, put on a candle or two, put on some incense and stuff, and this was just a good album for trade. This is a Kabuki trade album, so you can play this on Spotify tonight, y'all. Okay, let's take a quick commercial break, and we'll be right back. Okay, so thank y'all for tuning in to Musicology, one of your new favorites. I was drinking carrot juice, so excuse me if my mouth and my tongue is a little orange. I'm drinking carrot juice. Okay, yeah, drop something in that tip jar for mother. Drop something in that tip jar. Okay, so right here, I want to ask you guys a question. What girl groups do you think of when you think of just really great music from any era? Any era. We're not going to just make this a 90s thing, although I was 90s specific. But is there a girl group really quickly in the chat? Go ahead and throw in your girl group. Just one, y'all. Just one. Any era. You can go back to the 60s if you have to. Okay, who is your girl group? And let's go over to in the crates, Kwame. Let's dig in these crates really quickly. Oh, yeah, Jay. The Emotions. LaBelle, of course. We better dig in these crates. Okay. I forgot the other B. I'm sorry. Okay, listen. We're gonna dig in the crates, y'all. Our first album we're gonna pull up, and I did say album, is our girl B. Angie Damn B. Let me say this. She bust on the scene in like 1991, somewhere in there. She was with Capitol Records. She was with, MC Hammer. They all came down from Oakland and stuff. And listen, B. Angie B hit these girls with I Don't Want to Lose Your Love. And that was a remake of The Emotions, speaking of girl groups. I Don't Want to Lose Your Love. And she came with So Much Love. And the kids, the gay kids, we danced from that summer well into the spring of next year. But B&GB is truly, y'all, a one-hit wonder. She released an independent album a couple of years ago, but this is the only album she really has out. My girl B&GB, y'all, one-hit wonder. But for that one summer, y'all, as we dig in the crates, for that one summer, Mother shook up the garden. I promise she shook some tables. Don't Want to Lose Your Love. It was a big hit for her. The album sold well. We just never heard from Mama no more. Okay. Give me another album. Let's dig a little further. Let's dig in these crates a little deeper. Some of these girl groups are really phenomenal, y'all. Man. You don't want no parts of this album. Martha Wash. Why did she kill the kids like that? 95, 96. Why does she wear these children out like that with this album? And when I tell y'all there's at least seven songs on this album that charted on the dance charts, we knew Martha had it in her because, you know, she was with the Weather Girls, 2 Tons of Fun, sung with Sylvester. But, oh my God, Martha, why did you have to slay the kids like this? You put this on in the gym, you may lose about 50 pounds. Carry on. I can give it to you, but what you gonna do? It was just an era. It was a moment in time that we would never forget. She was, I believe this was RCA. She was with RCA, and Martha just wore the children out. And when I look back on it, like when I hear the songs, I don't listen to the album often because it really takes me, because a lot of my girlfriends are going on. So when I hear the album, it's like this album is triggering for gay people. If you got any girlfriends that have went on, like my girlfriend Miss London, Miss Bouvier, these songs, honey, oh my God, it's too triggering. So Martha Wash, you can listen to this album. She had been used and abused by the industry. They used her vocals, didn't give her the credits. She had to sue CMC Music Factory. She had to sue this person and got a substantial judgment using her vocals and not even saying it's her, saying it's the woman on the cover, you know, of the album. So, you know, Martha's just the voice of house, and there would never, ever be another Martha Wash. But we knew this already when she was with Sylvester and then on with Izora with the Weather Girls, aka 2 Tons of Fun. So, and Martha has some other stuff she's released since then, y'all. Just check out Martha. But this album right here is the album you need to start with. Okay? Wendy and Lisa from Prince Camp. Okay. 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 So it's almost time for us to get out of here. What do we got next, Kwame? What's next? I know I added a slide. I added a slide, Kwame, but maybe that slide didn't go through. There should have been something under music announcements, Kwame. But let me see something. Hold on 1 second. Whew, okay, give me one moment. And it appeared that it showed up when I uploaded it. But you know, sometimes things can happen. Okay. So why don't I do this? I'll just talk about it. Although I don't have a visual, I'll talk about it. Let me try to see right now, Kwame, because I definitely wanted to talk about it. Let me send it right now. Okay. Here it is right here. Okay. It's a JPEG. It went through. I don't know. Sometimes that can happen. Okay. I'm sending it to you now, Kwame. With so much going on with our girl, Whitney Houston, so much going on with Whitney Houston, and I know so many people are like, they just won't let her rest. They will not let her rest. But I'm glad somebody, thank you, Kwame, is getting ready to do something. And Gary Kennedy, go to Gary Kennedy's Twitter page and like, follow, all that stuff. Cultural critic, music critic, you know, all of that stuff. Didn't We Almost Have It All? It's coming out April 18, 2023. And it's by Gary Kennedy. Get the proper spelling of the name so you can go check out their Twitter. And it's called In Defense of Whitney, y'all. In Defense of Whitney Houston. Didn't we almost have it all? Because if we leave this up to Pat, if we leave this mess up to Pat, y'all, it's going to be what it's going to be. And they're going to keep making movies, and it's all going to be fluff. But Gary Kennedy has a phenomenal book coming out, and it's available for pre-order right now, y'all. It's available for pre-order, and it's called Didn't We Almost Have It All? In Defense of Whitney Houston. So Oh, Jesus. You need somebody out here to tell the real story. And I know Garrick is going to do it. But please, please pre-order the book, y'all. You know, Pat over there, listen, we got to go right there and check on, we got to go right there and check on Sissy. We ain't heard of seeing Sissy yet. When are they going to let her rest? Just let the woman rest. Pat need to go home her. Okay, listen, y'all. The Top Squad don't like Pat, y'all. They just don't like Pat. Well, listen, I thank y'all for tuning in to another edition of Musicology. We will be back next week. If you tuned in late, or a lot of people may be working or getting off work now, the replay gang is in full effect tonight. I don't know if I'll be coming back on again tonight, y'all. I've done 3 lives. I need to, rest and try to rest my back. So I may come on, but more likely than not, this is it. And I'll see everybody tomorrow. I'll try to do something in the morning tomorrow. So I'm gonna try to rest, y'all. Pre-order Soul Sister in defense of Whitney. Didn't we almost have it all? If you like tonight's show, you can put up some red hearts, put up some green hearts. You can also hit that tip jar and leave a tip if you enjoyed tonight. But here's what I want you to do. If you know somebody and they love music, just hit them up and send this video to them, inbox it to them, and say, this is a great show. I know you'll love it. Music lovers will enjoy this, okay? So thank y'all for tuning in. Thank you, Pyro Media. Thank y'all. I love y'all. And I will see you very, very soon. Have a phenomenal rest of your Wednesday. Remember, music lives. Oh my God, I forgot the slogan. Music lives. Right. Music will live. And I gotta go find out the slogan. I forgot the slogan, y'all. Oh my God, I wrote it down. Music, but I can blame it on my back. I'm in pain right now. Music lives. Music lives. It only dies if we don't do nothing to help the music. Okay? We're not doing no after shows, honey. Y'all have to go to bed, go watch Storm Monroe, or go watch somebody, one of them other people right now. Go get you some rest. Because I'm for the rest. Okay, I love you guys. Thank y'all for tuning in. Music is music. And I will make sure I have my slogan next week, y'all. I swear I will. Okay? Put a hot water bottle and a heating pad on your back. Okay. All right, y'all. Have a great night. And I'll see y'all soon. Bye.